Step into the world where the extraordinary is just the beginning.
We're two psychic mediums diving into spiritual and metaphysical mysteries, everything from spirit messages, animal communication, to eerie synchronicities,
Welcome to the Spirits, Angels, and Guides Oh My podcast.
where the supernatural gets real, baby. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to a really short but sweet episode of, not really an episode, but we want to talk about something Nan and I do. So just if you're just new to us, I'm Tara Diana. I'm an empowerment medium. This is the beautiful and lovely
Nancychristinebrady. I'm an animal communicator.
And we have been hosting this show for, I don't know, a year? Less? Kind of?
50 some odd episodes.
Yeah, we're not really going by like how many months have gone by. We're going by episodes. We are fully invested in the spiritual and metaphysical. And
Yes.
what I mean by that is this is my full-time work. This is what I do all day, every day. I mentor people. I help people grow their spiritual business. I help people, work through different aspects of their life's journey in the metaphysical and spiritual. And Nan,
I have a non-magical job that I work at, and I do this on Saturdays. So I'm a psychic medium animal communicator. And, you know, Tara's phenomenal at what she does. Do I want to do it full time? No. I love what I do. I love being of service to spirit. I love, love, love my animals. Um, but together we are yin and yang, and we are a perfect fit, and we have a podcast.
and we do. And when we started this podcast, Nancy's actually the one that said, "Hey, we should do a podcast." And I was like, "Hey, I will think about it," because podcasts have come up before and I've always stayed away from them. Why? Because I didn't want to have to carry it on my own, and two, because everyone's doing podcasts. Well, nobody's doing a podcast like me and Nan. And so Nan is the perfect fit. We are yin and yang, but we work so beautifully together. And when we started this, we were really going forth with the idea that we wanted it to be kind of based on intuitive development in some kind of manner. Every
Mhm.
episode would have some kind of teachings, right?
Yeah, and then as we sort of deep dove, we did some interviews, and then we really sat back and thought, you know what? We do that. You do that for a living. I do training sometimes on Saturdays as well. And that's great, but we wanted this podcast to be fun and unique and different. And so you'll notice the last few episodes, we've really done kind of an about face on the content.
Yep, we have. And fun is the key word. We love what we do and we love being of service to others. But this podcast is going to be a little bit about being of service to ourselves with the flavor of being of service to others. So
Yeah.
you're still going to get a little bit of development and a little bit of intuitive insight into things when we talk about this different phenomena that Nan is looking up for us and finding for us, because she really is like the star of this when it comes to finding the information and stuff, and I'm just the sidekick around and going, yeah, we can do this. But we'll still have some of that, like as a medium, this is what I feel, or as someone who's worked in this community for this long, this is what I know. So you'll get different perspectives and stuff. What we just didn't want to do was continuously teach the same things over and over and over again. I do, like Nan said, she has her own classes. She teaches in the metaphysical, specifically focusing on animal communication and spirit animal work. And I teach, different aspects of mediumship and whatnot. And this has to be fun for it to really be a hit.
Hmm. So we wanted to sort of deep dive into the strange, the unexplained, the metaphysical, the paranormal, all of the things that really make us go, and then have our take on it as psychic mediums. Like, sometimes it's going to be an old ghost story about haunting. Sometimes it's going to be portals and Sasquatches. Sometimes it's going to be other mediums in history, different things that really float our boat, get our ability to go, we need to ask questions about this. Let's deep dive.
So one of the other things that Nan and I talk about a lot is that we really love to talk to other people. We love answering people's questions. And we are really hoping that we will be able to continue with our episodes where we answer your questions. But we would also love to invite you to send us stories that we can do a little bit. Okay, let's be honest, that Nan can do a little bit of research on, and and Tara can come along for the ride.
And
Send us what you got. Send us
our
questions.
assistant Monica, she's very good researcher, so she's gonna.
Yes, and Monica, but Nan, you deserve the accolades, like, for sure. Monica's just starting to do all this now, and it's going to be amazing because now we have someone that's working with us, and we can do more.
Yes.
And that's kind of the goal. So please, you guys, make sure you're sharing us out with people. Make sure you're liking us and commenting. Give us those 5 stars on the other platforms, the streaming platforms that we're on, and introduce us to your friends. There is something in here, because what we're not doing is we're not just focusing on this is spirituality and this is the metaphysical. Like, we are going into it, and sometimes we're skeptic. We just did a whole episode where I was like, what? Spirit's not writing on people. And Nan's like, I almost said a nasty thing. Tara, you twit. They are so writing on people. And, and the thing is that we get to have our own perspectives, and we want to hear yours. So please come and join us. Get your family, friends, and coworkers to join us. We got something for everyone. I promise you.
Absolutely. Even the cat and dog on your lap listening with you.
Yeah, and again, that comes down to, doing different answering your questions about your animals. Hey Nan, I don't mind having a whole episode where we come in and we do a whole episode answering questions about people's pets, or we do, throwing that in once in a while. But really, where's the fun stuff? The rabbit holes.
Yes.
The rabbit holes. When I did that Doreen Virtue rabbit hole, that was fun. When I did the James Dean rabbit hole,
that was fun.
That was fun. When you did you have these long names of things that we do.
Devil's footprints.
That was insane. And I thought about that forever afterwards. I'm like, okay, otter and badger, stupid. And I kept seeing, the characters from like Narnia, like.
That's totally it. That little character from Narnia with
Yes.
the goat guy. Yes.
We have no terms or names. So we really hope you stay with us. We really hope you enjoy the new content we're going to be creating, and really just be a part of the, Nan and Tara metaphysical spiritual family of all sorts of conundrums and oddities and weird stuff that happens and how people use spiritualism and metaphysical to hide affairs.
Absolutely. At least Marianne did it the
right.
right way.
Marianne. Go back to our last episode, babies. You're going to see what we're talking about. So we are excited to have you come along for the ride. And any comments, we're open to it.
Absolutely.
Tiny podcast. Hopefully Lord Voldemort's still watching us. He's going to,
so.
I think he might be our biggest fan.
I think so. I'm a little bit excited about Lord Voldemort's following. I didn't know I had reached that status on my YouTube. I'm very excited.
Still think that's the best comment we've ever received. Tiny podcast.
Tiny podcast.
I that may never leave me. Anyway, hopefully we will not be a tiny podcast forever, and he will come back and be like, big podcast, and we'll be like, yes it is. Big podcast.
Tara, that's when we're going to know we've hit the absolute success level, when Lord Voldemort replies and says, big podcast.
I love how we put the tone in. Little podcast. And I'm sure I don't even know what he meant by it. Okay, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we will see you at the next episode, baby.
Absolutely. Keep shining your lights, and chat next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the wonderfully weird and metaphysical.
If you loved what you heard, don't forget to follow us for more insights and behind-the-scenes fun.
You can find me in all my social media platforms, Spirit Essence by Tara Diana. Let's connect and keep this conversation going, baby.
And I'm over at nancychristinebrady. Drop by, say hi, and share your supernatural stories with us.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And for sure, check out our Instagram at Spirits, Angels, Guides. And don't forget to like.
Until next time, stay curious, shine brightly, and keep exploring the extraordinary. See you soon on Spirits, Angels, and Guides. Oh my.
Bye.